comp, right? Like that's the whole
No.
point.
No, it's not. No, the NPC is you can compete against guys who are not natural, but I also compete in the OCB, IMBA.
Are you in men's
both.
classic physique?
No, I'm just men's physique. So I compete in a natural organization, which I'm drug tested, and I compete against guys who are not drug tested in their organization.
What was your last test
That
levels?
sounds stupid, bro.
What was my last test levels?
Yeah, you said you get tested. So what was it? I can tell you my last test levels right now.
I'm natural. I don't take anything.
You said you get tested.
I haven't competed in over 2 years.
Oh, okay.
What's your body fat?
I know it's closer than 6% than the other guy.
Closer to 6%, you said?
Yeah, definitely
Really?
closer to 6% than the other guy.
So when you said closer to 6%, are you saying you're underneath 10?
Yeah,
And you haven't competed in 2 years, but you're
Correct.
staying underneath 10.
correct.
That's not that crazy. I'm definitely underneath 10. I've never competed or anything.
Okay.
I've done 6 shows.
I'm not gonna lie, I came into this because I know Jubilee's smart. So I came into this gonna be suspicious of any bodybuilders and any coaches. So
Your strategy is you're suspicious of bodybuilders?
Jubilee's not, they're smart. So they're gonna hire somebody that's knowledgeable of the industry, someone that knows.
Oh, like the fat guy?
So somebody,
So it's harder for us
the
to
fat
filter
guy is
out.
gonna be most likely somebody that
No, it's a decent
was an ex-bodybuilder or coach
Yeah.
that doesn't want to,
Possible.
that just doesn't want to be in that space no more.
Yeah.
So they let themselves go, they're overweight.
It could be you, bro.
I am far away from.
I've only been working out for 2 years.
Could we go down the line and say like how easily you sweat?
So I guess it depends on like what I'm doing. I'll say walking on the treadmill for about 10, 15 minutes gets my heart going, and then I'm able to get into some warm-up sets, and by that time I'm sweating a little bit. So it kind of depends, like what, are you talking about like a drenching sweat or kind of like a warm-up like,
I don't know,
am
like
sweater? Am I a sweater?
Yeah, do you sweat easily?
Do I sweat easily? No, I wouldn't say so. It takes some time for me to.
Interesting, brother. I said that because, so kind of contrary to popular belief, more athletically inclined people actually, again, to kind of maintain homeostasis, I need to stop using stupid buzzwords and really cancel using incorrectly probably, but,
No, you're not the mole.
but yeah.
Well, it all depends.
But yeah,
right?
to maintain
So-
homeostasis, no, more athletically inclined bodies do typically sweat way before like bigger, heavier bodies. So my homie Richard on the end said, "No, I'm not a sweater, bro. I'm a little sussed out."
And I mean,
Well, so what
But it
do you-
depends on what you're doing too. So
I mean, that's what I was asking, but you were like, I'm hitting the treadmill, I'm warming up, and then I'm kind of
20
sweating a little
minutes.
bit.
walking on the
Yeah,
treadmill for
dog.
10. So let's get the times right.
Travis, right? You brought up the question, Travis?
Yeah.
I have a question for Richard.
Yes, sir.
Richard, what are the 3 main compound lifts? Like the big 3?
the Holy Trinity.
Okay.
Yeah.
So squats is one.
Good.
I would say
Taking too long.
Yeah.
I'd say anything with like your back.
Well, let's
sure.
go to the back.
Okay, so like lats. I do lat pull downs good.
Richard's tubby, man.
Okay, so so I never really got into like as far as like following like an exact regimen. Like I said, like I'm very just straightforward. Like I
As
do
a
back.
football player, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a football player, though.
Yeah, squats, power cleans. I was doing all that stuff, but I don't do that now.
Everyone
because-
getting into weightlifting knows
Yeah.
the big 3 though.
Right.
Because that's
Okay,
like
that's
the
fair.
first thing you learn.
That's fair.
He couldn't answer my question.
Bro asked me about the Trinity compound lifts, and I literally draw a blank.
Yeah, the Holy Trinity, everyone knows, well, if you're getting to like bodybuilding and weightlifting, everyone knows the 3 biggest compounds are deadlifts, squats, bench press.
I couldn't think of any other ones, so I knew that for sure was probably gonna be the beginning of my downfall.
Judging a book by its cover, it's kind of outdated when you could judge someone by their love print.
I feel relieved. That's one for sure, and I feel relieved. That's one for sure, and the experience was kind of anxiety-inducing, but also fun. But no, definitely more relieved now that it's finally like over, for sure.
If everyone feels confident that you already caught the mole, you can end the game now. But if the majority has doubt, the game will continue. Please raise your hand if you want to continue playing the game.
Okay, so I would describe myself like, my family genetics blessed me with wide shoulders, but it has cursed me with storing more body fat on my lower waist.
I would say I have a decent physique. It's not the greatest. It's not where I want to be. I'm pretty built. I have some nice shoulders, arms, etc. My core, it has slight fluff over it with typically around 2 to 4 abs showing. I do have bottom stomach chunk, but that's typical between 10 to 15%.
Completely shredded. I believe if I'm not wrong, I'm the only one on the stage that's on testosterone. So completely shredded.
You have a horrible memory.
What I am uncomfortable with, and probably my biggest insecurity, are my legs because they're the toughest for me to thicken out.
I'm pretty lengthy. I'm tall. My limbs are extremely long. I have striations from my shoulders to my chest to my triceps, vascularity from forearms all the way up to pecs.
How would I describe my physique? Field to the bone. I'm just kidding. I'm probably like a David Lane, if you guys know that guy, like Gymshark athlete. I have pretty defined abs. I'm probably sitting at like, no one's asked me like my height, weight, or body fat or anything.
You're pretty believable.
Yeah, you're definitely, you definitely got
or you're
it.
just very
I just got a
spontaneous.
crazy round build, but I'm obsessed with fitness and but no, yeah, I'm probably like 7%, 7.5%, 8%. Stay like that year round.
I guess I'm the fat one here, huh?
I'm
That's just something for us.
So that's a good point. I was saying this whole thing is kind of bringing about a general question of how do we define fat versus fit. Also,
Yeah.
that's
That might be
like,
50.
That's a great, that's a
way to put
great
it.
point.
Like I would consider myself prior to starting my journey 2 years ago, I was definitely fat. I didn't look too horrible in shirts. I definitely had a rounded out face. I definitely had a lot of gut, no visible abs, no nothing. I don't think necessarily abs define fit. I would more so say like the size of your arms, like the look of your arms, your chest and shoulders really is what I would look at.
I agree, and I hate to intrude on that, but I think abs does not define fitness at all, like the fit look.
Agreed.
I believe like if you're wearing clothing and you feel in your clothing very
Yeah,
well,
I don't know if you saw me, but I was trying like, trying to get a word in, but I'm drowned out by all the noise because everyone's they were just going like yapping and going at each other, and I'm like, can I get a word in, guys? But I never got a chance to.
Do we want to objectively define what we think fatness is here, like numbers-wise?
Like I said, I'm 14, 15%. I wish I was like 12 at least, but it is what it is.
All right,
I think we have our answer.
which is what?
Well, when we vote, well.
Oh.
Okay. What did I say? Where did I go wrong? Did they just vote me out just so they could vote someone out because everyone was like, yeah, we messed up. We continued the game and we were not supposed to. So
I strictly voted for Denzel, and I don't feel like round 3 was super productive either. I voted Denzel out because he made a noise right after we continued the game, like he wasn't wanting to continue, so that's why I voted him.
All right, we're going to continue.
when I got voted out,
We're going to continue.
when I heard my name, I was like, it did be like that.
Please raise your hand if you want to continue playing the game. If the lights turn green, that means you have voted the mole out and you win. If the lights turn red, that means the mole is still in the box and you lose. 1, 2, 3. You guys voted the mole out.
Yes.
Good job, guys.
I'm trying to
Good shit, fellas, good shit.
I can't see you, but I'm gonna split with you.
Are you guys smacking
Whoa,
each
this
other
guy's
over
yo.
there?
Jesus.
I'm out of the loop over here.
What up, gang?
What up, what up?
What up, dog?
So, on the count of 3, please take your blindfolds off. 1, 2, 3.
Get out.
All right, so I did my best to, try and weasel my way in here, but to be honest, I do have a fitness background. So in 2018, first of all, let me stop. I've been a big kid my whole life. My heaviest weight was 450 pounds when I was, 28 years old. Started my weight loss journey because someone close to me told me, with tears in my eyes that I was gonna die, and it hurt really bad. So I started literally just working out from my house because I was too ashamed to go to the gym. Literally just picked up dumbbells and just went to town. I lost 100 pounds in 8 months. 2020 hit. Super depressed because of the pandemic, gained some weight back, started keto, dropped all the way down from, I think I was like 360 at the time to 273. In 2021, I hit a plateau, cannot lose weight anymore at all. Sucked. Mentally, just literally f***ed my brain up. So I just started going back. And this is me now trying to find my way back to my lowest weight, which was 273.
You gotta do the carb cycling to keep it in your body and then flush it out. Keep pushing. But you'll get there. Just keep pushing, man. Don't give up on it. Don't give up. The fitness journey to lose weight, to gain muscle, to be in that mindset, it's very, very difficult. You have your ups and you have your downs, and the only way you lose is by giving it up. And that's the biggest thing. And he's gone a lot of places, and he can keep going further as long as he keeps his head in the game.
Just take your time, enjoy your journey, and just be proud of the progress that you've made. Because the progress that Richard has made, losing over 200 pounds, that's more impressive than what I've done as a competitor.
Fitness is obviously something that's important, but it comes in all different shapes and sizes. Looking at those guys was definitely like a reminder to myself, like, hey, like you could also be in the best shape of your life if you work hard.
You doing this? You got it. Yes, money.
Oh, we're doing the money.
Yes, money.
Look at those f***ing triceps.
I'm gonna poop, hurry up.
All right, cool.
That's a cut.
We're making millions of dollars here.
This is the Avengers and Host Club. The entire Host Club's out for this one. I think I've joined a cult or something. I don't know what's happening. Fucking
Just over 4 years ago when I first moved to Japan, I was lucky enough to get access to film and try becoming a host in Japan. For those who are unfamiliar, host clubs are businesses that offer women the full boyfriend experience, from casual chatting to flirting, and sometimes even more. And although the idea of women paying men to flirt with them in a club is a bit of an alien concept to us in the Western world, in Japan, women pay up to tens of thousands of dollars to support their host of choice. And looking back at my first visit, if I had to describe it in just one word, disaster would probably be it. Not only did I not know any Japanese, but I quite frankly knew nothing about Japanese culture, and especially host club etiquette. 4 years later, and I've been covering various aspects of Japanese culture, and my Japanese has gone from beyond terrible to just terrible. So naturally, when Reito, one of Japan's top hosts, contacted me, asking if I wanted to become a host once again myself and learn from him, I couldn't say no. But of course, sadly, the beard had to go.
Just a fair bit of warning. I have to shave, so if I look like a 2-year-old, that's not a different Connor. It's still me. I forgot to do this before I got into the bath as well, so I've already started.
Once I was finished mourning for my loss, I got my nicest JoJo suit and got myself down to Kabukicho, Japan's seediest area with a cornucopia of nightlife entertainment options. And without wasting any time, I was thrown into the streets to make my way to a salon to get what little I had left of my hair made to look nice. And as we walk into the salon, it's pretty obvious right away that everybody knows Reito.
You got noticed like while walking in the street.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, must be famous around here. All right, come on in.
And a lot of the staff were immediately puzzled as to why I walked in there. And luckily, I got some insights into how a host thinks. As a guy who does not like his hair getting done, I wanted to know if he gets it done every single day. And of course, I'm not alone in this adventure. I had to bring my wingman along, Kaho.
Usually they have bangs. That's very Japanese style.
Okay, I'll do bangs. Let's do it.
Obviously, I wanted to know more about Reito and why he became a host. Became a host. As I know from my past experience, you don't start out making a lot of money from this.
始めたばっかりはもう本当月3万円とかです。
3万?
3万円。
3万?
始めたばっかり。18歳の時とか。
For reference, that is over 10 times lower the average salary in Japan. Naturally, I wanted to know how long he lived on this salary for.
半年ぐらいですね。もうだからお店で寝たりとか、 あと電車賃なかったり。
Is that common for hosts?
よくあると思います。
I also wanted to know if there was any advice he could give me to be a better host.
諦めない。Never give up.
One aspect of being a host that is often overlooked is how much alcohol you have to drink. As the more you drink, the more you can charge the customer. But that has to take a toll on your body, right?
きついっすね。あと僕でもあんまお酒飲まないです。
Really? Oh yeah, because the junior drinks. I forgot about that. The last time I did this, there was a system where the newer hosts would drink for the more older and higher earning hosts. Is that still the same?
そうっすね。そう。
I also wanted to know what type of questions I should ask the customers.
顔でいけると思います。
顔で
顔がかっこいいんで。
Often as a customer,
顔で
I should ask the customers.
顔でいけ
I
る。
also wanted to know what type of questions I should ask the customers.
顔でいけると思います。
顔で
顔がかっこいいんで。
Often as a customer of a host club, if
顔がかっこいいんで。
often as a customer of a host club, if you spend enough money on your host, you can get a date with them. So naturally, I asked Rato how much it would cost for me to get a date with him.
その自分の人生をかけないとできないです。
your life.
Wow, wow.
I was also curious to know how Rato's parents felt about him being a host.
最初はあんまよく思ってなかったんじゃないですかね、やっぱり。ただやっぱ慣れてくるっす。あと僕結構一生懸命頑張ってるんで、そこがでかいかなと思うんですね。真面目に頑張ってればどの仕事でも僕の家族が受け入れてくれるタイプだったんで。
And before I knew it, my hair was ready. And I have to say, definitely an improvement on last time.
That's so much hairspray.
俺めっちゃかけるんですよ。
Oh my.
めっちゃかけるん
I
です
could
よ。
pull out a stone. I could pull out a sword out of that stone. That's the entire can. Oh my god. I need a gas mask. Yama. Cool. Lung cancer is cool apparently now. Alright, hair's done, let's go to the club. Just make an Instagram post and the guy's helping and put my name in. I'm not helping, I'm just like standing there like, how ridiculous do I look?
You look 12.
Oh.
On our way back to the host club, me and Rato-san were talking about the types of food that we like. And he mentioned something that I thought was kind of interesting.
ガーリック好き。
Garlic, soul.
でも仕事で全然食べれないんですよ。
Do you have any advice for me to be a good host?
気持ちいいっすね。気持ちいい。
Kimochi? Okay.
お酒、
たくさんのお酒。
たくさんのお酒。
Smile? How's my smile? どう?
And although I didn't know what to do with my face, I did know what to do with my body. I was simply there to support the support who supported Rato. Within seconds of entering the club, I was introduced to Maker, one of Rato's top customers, which of course didn't make me nervous in the slightest. And while each customer's face is blurred for privacy, I can assure you that initially, every single one of them seemed quite apprehensive about this new random white boy who just turned up to interview them in the club. But naturally, Rato had no time to waste offering drinks to get the conversation moving.
美味しいですか、日本のお酒って。
そう、簡単なの飲み物。そう。
イギリスだと何が有名なんだろう。
ビール？
ビール。
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 そうで。ビールはちょっと太るね。なりました。
But of course, I wanted to be a good support too, so I tried to get the conversation flowing.
何お酒は好きですか？
僕はシャンパンです。
シャンパンもちろん。お金の持ちフェスでね、飲み物は好きなんですか
？And within 0.3 seconds, I had already made a critical mistake, asking questions that maybe were a bit too personal.
仕事は何をしますか？大丈夫？
ホストクラブってなんか仕事を。
はい。大丈夫？
ホストクラブってなんか仕事を聞くのは一応ダメなんですけど。
あ、本当に？
And I apologized 1,000,000 times, and Rato assured me it was fine.
No problem, no problem. 全然大丈夫。
However, Rato also did give some interesting insight into the types of customers that come to host clubs.
基本的にホストクラブに来る子っていう女の子は夜職が多いです。夜の仕事してる人が女の子は夜。夜職が多いです。夜の仕事してる